With more than 8 million species of living things on Earth, no wonder that nobody knows or has seen them all. And if you wanted to look at 8 million pictures of all the cool animals roaming the Earth, it would take around 8 years if you'd spend 30 seconds for each photo and would do it non-stop. Without any breaks for eating or sleeping, today we going to show you 6 of this strangest species. Keep watching. You will see what you never seen. Hit that like button and subscribe in our channel. The maned wolf is the largest canid of South America. Its markings resemble those of foxes, but it is neither a fox nor a wolf. It is the only species in the genus Chrysocyon, meaning golden dog. It is the largest canid in South America, with a weight between 20 and 30 kilograms, and reaches up to 90 centimeters at the withers. Its long, thin legs and dense reddish coat give it an unmistakable appearance. The maned wolf is a crepuscular and omnivorous animal adapted to the open environments of the South American savanna, with an important role in the seed dispersal of fruits. Especially the wolf apple, Solanum lycocarpum. The maned wolf is a solitary animal. It communicates primarily by scent marking, but also gives a loud call known as roar barking. This mammal is found in open and semi-open habitats, especially grasslands with scattered bushes and trees, in the Cerrado of south, central west, and southeastern Brazil, Paraguay, northern Argentina, and Bolivia east and north of the Andes, and far southeastern Peru, Pampas del Heath only. It is very rare in Uruguay. Possibly being displaced completely through loss of habitat, the International Union for Conservation of Nature lists it as near threatened. While it is considered a vulnerable species by the Brazilian, the ii is a long-fingered lemur, a strepsirrhine primate native to Madagascar with rodent-like teeth that perpetually grow and a special thin middle finger. It is the world's largest nocturnal primate. It is characterized by its unusual method of finding food. It taps on trees to find grubs, then gnaws holes in the wood using its forward slanting incisors to create a small hole in which it inserts its narrow middle finger to pull the grubs out. This foraging method is called percussive foraging, and takes up 5 to 41% of foraging time. The only other animal species known to find food in this way is the striped possum. From an ecological point of view, the ii fills the niche of a woodpecker, as it is capable of penetrating wood to extract the invertebrates within. The ii is the only extant member of the genus Dobintonia and family Dobintoniidae. It is currently classified as endangered by the IUCN, and a second species, Dobintonia robusta, appears to have become extinct at some point within the pink fairy armadillo or pichichiego is the smallest species of armadillo, mammals of the families Climiforidae and Dasypodidae, recognized by a bony armor shell. First described by Richard Harlan in 1825. This solitary, desert-adapted animal is endemic to central Argentina and can be found inhabiting sandy plains, dunes, and scrubby grasslands. Pink fairy armadillos have small eyes, silky yellowish-white fur, and a flexible dorsal shell that is solely attached to its body by a thin dorsal membrane. In addition, its spatula-shaped tail protrudes from a vertical plate at the blunt rear of its shell. This creature exhibits nocturnal and solitary habits and has a diet that is mainly composed of insects, worms, snails, and various plant parts. The conservation status for pink fairy armadillo is still uncertain, and it is listed as data deficient by the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. The decline in population for this species has generally been attributed to farming activities and predators including domestic dogs and cats. Pink fairy armadillos are found less commonly than they were a few decades ago, and the field sightings have been rare and incidental. Individuals that have been caught in the wild had a tendency to die during or a couple days after they were transported from their natural habitat to captive facilities. There is a sole record for the longevity of a pink fairy armadillo that was held in captivity more than 4 years. However, that particular case lacks proper scientific description and thus cannot be considered fully valid. Armadillos' evolutionary distinctiveness, combined with their restricted geographic range, ongoing threats, and rarity makes the urgent conservation attention extremely important for these species. Indian Institute of Environment. The tufted deer is a small species of deer characterized by a prominent tuft of black hair on its forehead and fang-like canines for the males. It is a close relative of the muntjac, living somewhat further north over a wide area of central China, northeastern Myanmar. Suffering from overhunting and habitat loss, this deer is considered near threatened. It is the only member of the genus Elaphotis. It is restricted to forested mountain habitat up to 4,500 meters above sea level, making study difficult. The gobi jerboa is a species of rodent in the family Dipodidae. It is found in China and Mongolia. Its natural habitats are temperate grassland and temperate desert. The gobi jerboa was discovered in 1925 by Glover Morrill Allen. It is found in the Gobi Desert located in northern and northwestern China, as well as in southern Mongolia, and is considered to be the most desert-loving out of all gobi rodents. Smith and Xie 2008. Allen first examined an adult male gobi jerboa from Sagan Nor, Outer Mongolia, which was collected on July 5. 1922 by the Central Asiatic Expeditions and housed at the American Museum of Natural History. Allen 1925. Allen further compared the subspecies Alactega sibirica annulata and Alactega sibirica sibirica to the gobi jerboa because they are all sympatric. Allen examined 40 specimens collected from different regions of Mongolia, and found that while the gobi jerboa was similar in color and appearance to A. sibirica annulata, by exhibiting the same grayer and buffier phases, the gobi jerboa has shorter and broader ears, smaller hind feet, and a much larger globular auditory bullae, nearly 3 times the size, which differentiates it from A. sibirica annulata. The gobi jerboa was differentiated from A. sibirica sibirica because of its enlarged and globular auditory bullae, and its nearly vertical upper incisors. Allen 1925. Today, there have been 163 recorded occurrences of the gobi jerboa. However, there is currently no known data that examines its population status. The Global Biodiversity Information Facility 2013 and Botsaihan et al. 2008. The Japanese spider crab is a species of marine crab that lives in the waters around Japan. It has the largest leg span of any arthropod. These giants go through 3 main larval stages along with a presial stage in order to grow to their great size. The genus Macrocheira contains multiple species. 2 fossil species belonging to this genus have been found, Macrocheira ginzenensis and Macrocheira yebei, both from the Miocene of Japan. The diverse taxonomic history is an important part of what these creatures are and how they evolved to be what they are today. These creatures are not isolated, however, as they are the subject of fishery and are considered a delicacy. To prevent overfishing, conservation efforts are being put forth to protect these creatures and their population from the dangers of overfishing.